And we are live tonight from Cleveland Stadium at Irick Field on the campus of Sarasota High School for tonight's Southwest High School football game of the week. And tonight's a good one as the Lakewood Ranch Mustangs take on the Sarasota Sailors in a big district matchup tonight. The winner will win the district, and it's going to be a fun one tonight. Doug Miles along with Ed Schneider. And Ed, we've kind of been hoping we'd have a chance to come back here to Sarasota and see the Sailor team have a chance to contend for not only making the playoffs, but tonight they really have a chance to win the district outright.
They sure do, and really it's their only alternative. A lot of playoff scenarios in play here this evening in the district, 7A District 13 for Sarasota and this Lakewood Ranch squad. But for Sarasota, there's only one option: win, and you're in. If you lose, you go home. So Lakewood Ranch has other options. They could still lose and get in on a three-way tie for second place, depending on what happens elsewhere. And we'll get into some of those scenarios as the night goes on. But it's pretty straightforward for the Sailors. Thank God, though, for their sake, they were able to put together two big wins here in a row after the last time we were here, Doug, a few weeks ago when we saw them get shellacked by the Venice Indians when they had some of their key players injured at the time. And they bounced back very nicely to come up with two huge wins, both on the road. And that's another anomaly, really. If you look at the Sailor season, they're 0-4 here at home and 4-0 on the road. And they went on the road and beat Northport 2 weeks ago, 51-25. And then last week, the big upset win at Palmetto, 26-22, coming back to score a ton of points in the second half to put that game away, shocking the Tigers on their home field and setting up this opportunity tonight to win the district title.
Yeah, Sailors have really taken off, Ed, after head coach Ed Volz made the announcement a couple of weeks ago that he was not going to be back with the team next year as head coach, wanted to spend more time with his family, and ever since then, like you said, two very impressive wins, particularly last week against a Palmetto team we saw earlier this year, Ed. Very impressive game that we saw them play, but Sarasota took it to them last week with a big 26-22 win. Sean Bain with a big night last week as well to set up tonight's game here at home with a chance, if they win it, they will host a playoff game.
They sure will, and Lakewood Ranch, unlike the Sailors, who are on a two-game winning streak, are on a two-game losing streak. And, Doug, they are really banged up. We've read reports about how many walking wounded they have. And when we came in tonight, they were warming up. We saw four of their big linemen out of uniform. One had an arm in a sling. One looked like he had a walking boot on. A couple others were just in street clothes. So that's four of their offensive linemen that appear are not going to be available in tonight's game. And Doug, the Mustangs were a young team to begin with, especially on the lines, and they're going to be even more so tonight. And I think the trending, if you look at it, the Sailors are on a two-game winning streak, beating Palmetto last week, while the Mustangs are on a two-game losing streak, and they've got a lot of their key players that are hurt. If you look at those kind of trends, you got to think this could be perfect for the Sailors to set up a district title with a win tonight.
We saw Lakewood Ranch a few weeks ago at Lakewood Ranch, and a tough loss to the Braden River Pirates, and the Pirates are playing tonight, so they have an impact on what happens in the playoffs as well.
They sure do. If Braden River and Sarasota both win, the Sailors win the district, and they force a three-way tie then for second with Braden River, Lakewood Ranch, and Palmetto. So we could be covering some action on Monday if that scenario comes live. And if Lakewood Ranch and Palmetto win, the Tigers will win the district, and the Mustangs are runners-up. And if Lakewood Ranch and Braden River win, the Mustangs win the district, and the Pirates are runners-up. So all kinds of scenarios, and we're getting ready here for the kickoff. It should be an exciting game tonight, as it's a playoff atmosphere here in Week 10 of the regular season.
And Lakewood Ranch will receive the ball first tonight as we get started on a beautiful night for football. It's a little bit warm and muggy for early November, but a good night for football. Short kick going to be fielded at the 31-yard line, and not much of a return at all, as a good coverage by the Sailors getting downfield, and the Ranch will take their first possession at their own 31-yard line. Just underway here on senior night. Did a nice ceremony, as they usually do. Last home regular season game of the season. They honor all the senior football players and the cheerleaders as well.
And the band members as well.
And the band members. Yeah, the parents and grandparents get a chance to kind of march down the middle of the field.
And here comes the Ranch, first down with good field position. Let's see what they can do here on this first offensive series.
Yeah, Chad Rex, as we heard during the week, kind of banged up, but not in the best of condition. But he's starting tonight. A little quick pass to the near side. It is incomplete, thrown low. And it will be 2nd and 10 now for the Mustangs.
They tried to get it out to number 7, Trevor Lasada, their second leading receiver, but it was fell short. Short hopped it in there, Doug, and sets up a 2nd and long situation now for the Mustangs.
And Chad Rex looking over at his head coach, Sean Trent, on the far sideline. Lakewood Ranch dressed in the all-white uniforms tonight with the green trim, white helmets, green Lakewood Ranch logo on the side in letters. Here's a quick pass to the near side. It is complete. Out to the 35, to the 40, up to the 45, spinning ahead up toward midfield, and finally brought down at about the 47-yard line. And a first down for Lakewood Ranch.
That's their leading receiver, Cameron Piercy, number 2. With a nice move, and he got a block out in front of him, but he was able to maneuver through several defenders and move the chains with a nice pickup, getting the ball out across the 45-yard line.
Good catch and good yardage after the catch by Piercy. 1st and 10 now for the Ranch as they move from left to right in this opening quarter. Chad Rex rolling to the far side, throws on the run, has a man over there caught at the Sailor 45-yard line near the first down marker, squeezes ahead, I believe, for another first down to about the 43. And it is another first down for the, let's see now. Now they're moving the chain. So first down again for the Mustangs as they're moving the ball on their first possession right now, just less than a minute in. And they're in Sailor territory.
They look like Trevor Lasada picking up that first down for the Mustangs. 2 first downs in a row.
Rex hands it off in the backfield, and a short pickup, if anything, maybe a yard down to the 42. I think that was Ashawn Angel on the carry. And 1 yard pickup. Be 2nd down and 9. We saw Ashawn Angel a few weeks ago in that game against Braden River. Has some good runs. One of their leading running backs.
He was hurt last week, but was able to come back for tonight's start.
Here's a pitch to the outside again. Angel gets across the 40 to the 35, down near the 30-yard line. And near another first down for the Lakewood Ranch Mustangs as they're mixing it up on the right side and left side. And that was actually James Jeffcoat on the carry.
Yeah, the Mustangs look fired up right now. They're coming out with some spirit in Sarasota. I think they need to get fired up a little bit themselves, Doug.
Sailors a little bit on their heels right now on defense as Lakewood Ranch is marching down the field with no huddle again. 3 wideouts to the far side. Now we get a whistle before the play can develop to Jeffcoat on the handoff. And let's see what the call is here. Offside, so another mistake for Sarasota, giving up 5 yards on the penalty. And we'll move the ball down now to the Sarasota 26-yard line.
Chad Rex showing his maturity as a signal caller, using the long count there to draw the Sailors off, setting up a 1st and 5 situation for the Mustangs.
2 wideouts split to either side. Rex operates from the gun. Now 1 wide out in motion. A pitch to the far side of Jeffcoat. Big hole over there. And it closes up quickly, though. Good job by the Sailors to converge on. Looked like he had a lot of room to run, but 3 or 4 Sailors came over and stopped him from picking up much yardage at all. Maybe 1 yard on the play.
Yeah, it looked like he was able to turn the corner, but the pursuit got there in a hurry, held it to a short gain, setting up a 2nd down situation for Lakewood Ranch. Chad Rex looking over the sidelines, as he usually does, to get the play call, and here we go.
No huddle again, 2nd down and 4. 9:40 left in this first quarter. And now Rex on the fake handoff. He's going to run with it himself. Finds room down the far side, inside the 15 to the 10, inside the 5 on the far side by the goal line. And I believe he was knocked out of bounds inside the 5.
Nice.
Good run by the quarterback.
Nice run by Chad Rex. Picked up about 20 yards on the carry. Got it down inside the 10, 1st and goal.
Yeah, at the 2-yard line is where he went out of bounds, and already back to snapping the ball on the keeper ahead. Rex into the end zone. Touchdown, Lakewood Ranch. They come right down the field and go 68 yards for the score in less than 3 minutes.
And I like what the Mustangs did. They kept the Sailor defense off balance. They went sideline to sideline, mixed in the run and the pass and the Sailors never found any rhythm defensively, and the Mustangs were able to take advantage and move it right down the field for a quick touchdown. Still only 9:19 left to go in the first quarter.
Now the extra point try. It is up. And it is good, and with 9:19 left in this first quarter, Lakewood Ranch right down the field, and they lead at 7-0 over Sarasota.
Nice drive put together by the Mustangs. You got to give them a lot of credit. We were talking about all the injuries they had, especially on the offensive line, and they found a way to move the ball, a lot of it using the short passing game, which when you can't really run it a whole lot, you use those short passes as an extension of the run, and they were able to keep the Sailors off balance and were able to move it down quite nicely. What's that, a 68-yard drive?
68-yard drive, right.
For the first touchdown of the game, and just like that, the Mustangs are out front 7-0. Now let's see if the Sarasota Sailors can respond.
So a quick score by the Ranch coming right down the field. And that'll give you team confidence. And a kind of a short kick to the near side of the field. It's going to be fielded out about the 28-yard line. Bain with it down the near sideline, gets up to the 40, fumbles it out of bounds, but it will remain Sailor ball. And they'll have good field position on their first possession of the night.
Well, and the Sailors had that scouted out. They know what Lakewood Ranch is going to do, which is similar to what they do, kick to the number on the towards the sideline. They had Bain positioned there to get that short kick. He was hoping to get more yardage, but he still got it out to the 38. Great field position to start this drive for Sarasota.
And Justin Austin, good running back for the Sailors, joins his quarterback Colin McNeil in the backfield. Two wide outs to the far side, one to the near side. McNeil operates from the gun as well. Takes the snap, hands off Austin, up the middle, kind of slashes ahead, up across the 42, the 45, and he's dragged down right at the 45-yard line. Looked like he was going to break a huge one there, but kept to pretty good gain, and nonetheless, about 7 yards on first down.
Yeah, Justin Austin came in with 946 yards on the season and 11 touchdowns, so he only needs 54 yards to get the 1,000-yard mark. He got 7 of them right there on that first down play.
Sailors dressed in the all-black uniforms tonight with the silverish numbers trimmed in orange, black helmets. McNeil takes the direct snap, throws through a little quick pass over the far side, and it is incomplete. Ball was thrown low. Trying to connect with, looks like Dylan Cleveland over there. And will bring up a 3rd down and 3 for Sarasota at their own 45-yard line. Some Lakewood Ranch fans made the trip over tonight. Sailor fans still filing in here at Eyrick Field, one of the larger high school stadiums in the area. McNeil in the backfield along with his running back Austin, double wides to either side of the line. McNeil takes the snap, drops back. Here comes the rush. He's in trouble, and he's going to be sacked back inside his own 40-yard line, about the 37. Good pursuit that time by the Ranch. They knew the play was going to be a pass play from the beginning.
A big sack for Lakewood Ranch that pushes the Sailors back inside their own 40-yard line. Ended up losing about 10 yards on that sack. So the Sailors are going to have to punt it away on their first series after getting nearly 8 yards on the first down play. They try to pass it twice to no avail, and they're punting away here after only 3 plays.
So a 3 and out. Low snap. And the punt gets away. Pretty good punt. Fair catch called for at the 32-yard line by Cam Piercy. And where they started on their first series, that's where Lakewood Ranch will have it again on their second series. Actually going to give them at the 33. So the Ranch gets the ball back now. They lead at 7-0. Still early in the first quarter, 7:55 remaining here in this huge district matchup tonight. Remember, the winner gets the district championship. Lakewood Ranch can still make the playoffs if they don't win. Sarasota must win to make the postseason.
And Lakewood Ranch, after getting 68 yards on their first drive, ready to start the second drive with nice field position at their own 33.
2 wide outs to the near side, 1 to the far side. Rex throws over there. It is caught at the 35-yard line and taken up to the 40-yard line. Looks like Brandon Luckett made the catch on the far side. That was Luckett, and picks up about 8 yards on that first down catch.
Nice quick passing game that the Mustangs are utilizing so far. That gives doesn't give the Sarasota Rush a chance to get there with the weakened line, and so far it's paying off.
And here's a handoff in the backfield. Good pursuit by the Sailors to knock down the runner, and no gain on the play. Basically just gets back to the line of scrimmage. And that was Jeff Coate taking the ball from his quarterback and ran to about 3 Sailors, so it'll bring up third down. Actually loses about a half a yard. 3rd down and 3, let's call it. Ranch continues to operate without going to the huddle. Rex already at the line of scrimmage, and the gun. Now he steps up. Looks over at his coach on the far side. We saw a lot of that in the game at Lakewood Ranch a few weeks ago. Now takes the snap, throws to the near side. It is caught by Piercy at the 45, dragged out of bounds at about the 47. And I believe he has enough for the first down. Yes, he does.
Going to his leading receiver, his favorite target out there, Doug. That was a nice pass out to the wide side of the field. Piercy was able to get open and make the catch, turn it upfield, and pick up the first down. As the Ranch finds a way to move the chains on that first start of the drive.
Ranch at their own 47-yard line. Moved the ball effectively on that first drive, going 68 yards. Chad Rex with a 2-yard touchdown run gives the Ranch a 7-0 lead here. Receiver in motion, fake handoff. Rex in trouble, though, in the backfield as the Sailors, 3 of them all over him, bring him down back near the 40-yard line. And Sailor defense read that well. Ryan Hastings in there on the stop, along with Jakari Dunbar, and a loss of 5 on the play.
Yeah, it looked like a mix-up in the backfield there, and there were 3 Sailors in there quickly. Rex had nowhere to go with it and thrown for the loss. Something that the Sarasota defense needs here to get some confidence.
2nd and 15 now. Back at the 42-yard line for the Ranch. Rex rolling out to the far side, throws and run to the far sideline, overthrows his receiver over there. Incomplete. Brendan Hadley, intended receiver. And will bring up a 3rd down and long now, 3rd and 15, as we come down to the 6-minute mark of the first quarter. And they're going to take the mid-quarter water break right now.
It is about 80 degrees out there, Doug. Game
we thought
time.
we'd get some good fall weather this week as we hit November, but it's nice, but it's not crisp like we expected.
Well, it's going to dip a little bit here. We have the front going through tomorrow, and I guess Sunday and Monday morning we're going to be around 60 for the low. That's about as crisp as we're going to get for the foreseeable future. But
I know people up north saying, what are you guys talking about? 80 is great. Oh, it is great, but we like it when it gets in the 50s and 60s during football season. We look forward to that.
We at least want to be able to wear some long sleeves to one football game, Doug. So far we've been short sleeves the entire season, but I guess, And
the players want. I mean, you as a player, Ed, you like playing them when it's like 50s
yeah,
and 60s.
50s, 55, 60 degrees. That's about perfect
football,
weather to play in, no doubt about that.
Because you're adding 10 or 15 degrees just with the equipment on anyway, so that's enough of the weather report. Let's get back to the game as teams come back out in the field after the water break. 3rd and 15 now for the Ranch. Ball on the near hash mark. Bunched receivers on the near side, 3 of them. And 1 on the far side. Rex rolling to the near side, short side of the field. Now he has to look for somebody to throw who cannot do it. Going to run with it, gets up to the 45 and steps out of bounds, kind of slides at midfield. And only picks up maybe 6-7 yards on the play. So it'll bring up a 4th and long now for the Ranch. And see if they decide to go for it here or try and pin Sarasota back in their end of the field with a punt here.
No, I think at this field position they're going to try to boot it and get them deep. They don't have Rex is not a great punter anyway, so they'll be happy if they can pin him back to the 20-yard line here from midfield.
Sean Bain back for the Sailors, standing at his own 20. Rex also doubles as the punter, and he's standing at his own 35. 4th and about 8, just shy of the 50-yard line. If Bain can get a good return here, he can turn it on if he gets a good head of steam. Good snap, kind of a low kick. Bain will take it on one hop. He's going to return it to the 30, out to the 35, to the 40 on the near side, and kind of wrestled out of bounds about the 47-yard line. He turned on a little jet there, Ed. Really got a good burst there, and if he had a little more room on the near sideline, he might have broken that.
That's what they want. Sean Bain in the return game. Critical time of the season, obviously, for the Sailors. They had him positioned to return the opening kickoff, and he's there to return the punt. Gets the ball out across the Sailor 45-yard line. Great field position to start this drive for Sarasota.
Just over their 45-yard line. With 5:43 left in the first quarter, Sailors trailing at 7-0 here in this district game tonight. And Austin on the carry, goes up the left side of tackle, and he gets out to about the 47-yard line, about a yard pickup on that play. Second down and 9 coming up for Sarasota. As we mentioned, Ed Volz a few weeks ago told our friend Doug Fernandez he was not going to be returning as head coach next year. He told his team he knew he was going to do it back in the summertime, but didn't tell his team till a few weeks ago. But they have responded, Eddie, since then with 2 very impressive wins, and who knows what will happen tonight. Here's a handoff again to Austin off the right side of tackle, gets across the 50, but the Ranch corrals him there with about 3 or 4 defenders, and it'll be about 3rd and 5.
Yeah, good defense again by the interior line of the Lakewood Ranch Mustangs. Not much room so far for Austin. He did pick up 7 on that opening run, but this series here, 5 yards and 2 carries, setting up a 3rd down situation. Let's see if the Sailors try to go to the air again to pick up a critical 1st down.
Got Bain on the far side, split wide. See if they go to him right now. Austin in the backfield is going to take the handoff. They'll go to the short side of the field, hops over 1 defender, gets across the 45, down to about the 43. And it's close to a 1st down on the near side. See where they spot him as he went out of bounds. And it looks like he got just enough. This change of moving. And it is a 1st down.
If you look at it from this side, Doug, it looks like it didn't make it.
It looked like it was a little short at first.
It looked like he needed to get to the 43, and that's, it's just...
The hometown chains were moving on the far side.
Just outside the 43. He got it.
They weren't going to let the refs measure that one. 1st and 10 for the Sailors at the Lakewood Ranch. 44, let's call it. McNeil now behind center, takes the snap, but a flag on the play. Whistle dead. And it's going to be an offside on Lakewood Ranch. So Sailors get the benefit of that. Move it down 5 yards.
Good long count there by McNeil, able to draw a Lakewood Ranch lineman into the neutral zone, get an easy 5 yards, hitting up a 1st and short.
At the 37-yard line of the Ranch. Fake handoff, little play action. McNeil throws over the middle, has Bain there. He makes the catch in stride. Touchdown, Sarasota. Beautiful pass and catch. And the Sailors are on the scoreboard.
And that looked like what the Sailors did last week at Palmetto. Sean Bain, leading receiver in the area, goes deep,
37 yards.
37 yards. In stride. He was wide open, at least 3 or 4 steps open, and McNeil hit him in stride. McNeil last week had a huge game, 19 for 29, 240 yards for McNeil last week, his biggest game of the season. And that was a beautiful play with the Sailors here looking for the equalizer. 4 minutes exactly remaining in the first quarter.
Yeah, that pass was beautifully thrown. Kind of the classic play action there as the Sailors go 54 yards on that drive. Just a minute and 43 off the clock. Chance to tie it up right now with the extra point. And Bain just kind of, like you said, Ed, just kept going in stride and made the catch. Had to reach out a little bit for it, but hauled it in for the score. Extra point, it is up. And it is good, and with 4 minutes left in this first quarter, the Sailor fans have something to cheer about. We are tied at 7 apiece.
And a nice response there by the Sarasota Sailors. They were able to stop Lakewood Ranch on their second possession. And they're able to take it down the field on the strength of that 37-yard bomb from McNeil to Bain, the clutch passing duo for the Sarasota Sailors, and they're able to even it up here. 4 minutes still remaining in the first quarter, and it looks like, Doug, playoff excitement is in the air. Both teams have put nice drives together early in this first quarter, and it looks like we should have a good one.
Yeah, Bain with a great game last week and continues that tonight. And we've kind of been waiting for him to really break out. We've seen the Sailors several times this year. Of course, they did go up against some very tough teams, Venice and Manatee, but now there's a chance to, for the Sailor fans, hopefully lead them into the playoffs tonight. So a good first quarter of football so far. Now let's see how Lakewood Ranch responds. They've been moving the ball pretty effectively.
Yeah, one of the key plays in the Palmetto game was Sarasota kicked that short one to the number on the far side at about the 30-yard line, and Palmetto never covered it. and the Sailors were able to get on it and take advantage of it. This time they kicked it in the opposite direction and kicked it deep.
Jeffcoat picks it up at his 5, drops it, and picks it up, able to return it out to the 20. A little dangerous situation there for the Ranch as Jeffcoat had it for a second, went through the arms, but kept his composure and got it out to the 20.
And it looked like, Doug, if he wouldn't have slipped there, he might have had some running room to really get some additional yardage on that return, but instead it's right at the 20-yard line. That was a nice deep kick inside the 5-yard line by the Sailors, and give them a lot of credit. But they're able to keep the Ranch at the 20-yard line, make them have to go 80 yards if they're going to get another score here to go ahead.
3:55 left in this first quarter of play. Been a good one so far. Doug Miles and Ed Schneider with you tonight from Eyrick Field on the campus of Sarasota High School, one of our favorite places to not only visit but do a game from. 2 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side, and there's a handoff in the backfield. Nothing doing at all. Sailors read that well. They're trying to go down the far side and cut it up, but running back could not do that. And no gain on the play.
Well, he was sort of bouncing down the line trying to find an opening, and there was nowhere to go. Well defensed there by the Sarasota defensive front. Ends up being no gain, setting up a 2nd and long situation for the Mustangs.
The 2 wide receivers are already out on the near side. They waited. They didn't wait till the huddle broke. Now they're now Lakewood Ranch is going to take a timeout. A little confusion on the play. Cam Piercy and Wyatt McLeod, they were out in their position, and everybody else was still in the huddle. So they're going to take a timeout, make sure everybody's on the same page here. First timeout charge to Lakewood Ranch in the first half.
Little miscommunication there, it looked like, on getting the call in, as the Mustangs do signal in the play usually, and for whatever reason they couldn't get it in, and it's an early timeout here for the Mustangs.
Next week we'll see Sarasota take on their longtime rival, always a great rivalry game. The Riverview Rams will be at the Ram Bowl next Friday night. Used to be a district game between those two teams, but no longer, but still very important to both of these schools. They love to get the fans involved in that one, so we'll be with you next Friday night from the Ram Bowl. Looking forward to it.
And bragging rights last 365 days a year, Doug. Yep. So both those teams want to win that game.
Rex pitches it to Jeffcoat, goes on the near side, tripped up at the 20-yard line. No gain at all. Nice job by the Sailor defense. And getting in there quickly was Chris McKenzie making the stop, just tripping up. Jeffcoat on that, only picked up maybe half a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9 now for the Ranch.
In Lakewood Ranch, you can see the difference in their offense, Doug. They're backed up here around the 20, and they haven't went to the air on those first 2 tries. They've been conservative, keeping it on the ground.
Rex takes the snap, rolling out to the far side. Wants to throw it, kind of lofts it over the middle there, and it is caught out about the 42. Did he hang on? No. Incomplete. Kind of lofted it up there, and nearly a good catch made over there by the wide receiver, Piercy, but it'll be 4th down, and now the Ranch will have to punt it. Rex will stand inside his own 10-yard line, and the Sailors should get great field position here.
That was a beautiful pass by Rex. They're rolling out to his left, right-handed quarterback. He was able to squeeze it in there between the cornerback and the safety who was coming over, but the receiver, Piercy, couldn't hold on to it as he went out of bounds. Ball's incomplete, setting up this 4th down punting situation.
And Sean Bain is just waiting for that ball. He's standing at the 50-yard line. A high kick. Bain has to retreat. He's going to fair catch it at the 46, his own 46. And good job by Bain as Lakewood Ranch was getting down there quickly to cover that. So either way, Sailors will get good field position here at their own 46-yard line with 2:34 left here in the first quarter. We're tied at 7.
And the Sailors will take that field position. That's where they started the last drive. Only minus 4 yards from midfield, and that's if they can do that all game, they'll be in great shape. And they're right out there, ready to go here to start this next drive.
Quick moving first quarter of football. Double wide to the far side, 1 to the near side. Quarterback McNeil calling signals. Now he stands up, looks over at his coach, Ed Volts, maybe changing the play here. Now back to the crouch position, takes the direct snap, hands off McNeil, goes up the right side. Big hole over there, gets across the 50-yard line to the 45 to the 40, still on his feet, and dives ahead down across the 40 down to about the 37-yard line. Good run by McNeil.
Workhorse Now that's workhorse Justin Austin on the carry.
Austin, I should say. Yeah, McNeil handed it to him.
Nice pickup there. Almost 20 yards on that carry, getting them inside the 40-yard line of the Ranch.
Sailors going to the no-huddle, right back to the line of scrimmage. Now McNeil looks over again at his sideline. So both quarterbacks do that. Look over at their coach. Now McNeil with the snap. Austin takes the handoff. This time he is tripped up right about the line of scrimmage. And Brendan Llewellyn in there on the stop for the Ranch. Maybe 1 yard on that play. 2nd down and 9 coming up.
Austin trying to go off tackle to his right. He put the right foot into the ground, was trying to make a cut upfield, and he got thumped right there by the Lakewood Ranch defender. Nice hit. Short gain, setting up 2nd and long for the Sailors.
At the Lakewood Ranch 36-yard line, ball on the far hash mark. Sailors moving from right to left here in this first quarter. They scored on their last possession. Beautiful pass from McNeil to Bain, 37-yarder. Now McNeil, quick outlet pass. Bain makes the catch at the 40-yard line. Gets down inside the 35 to the 30 to the 25 down the near sideline. Still on his feet and knocked out of bounds. They're going to say he went out at about the 18-yard line of the Ranch, but it's a first down, Sarasota.
He was close to breaking that one. That was a nice downfield block by Dylan Cleveland trying to spring him down the sideline. He needed one more block to make it, but he eluded a bunch of tacklers there right when he caught the ball, Doug, and was able to get it inside the 20-yard line of Lakewood Ranch. Another first down here for the Sailors as they are driving again.
First down, Sarasota. Minute 20 left in the first quarter. They're trying to take the lead here. 7-7 is the score. Lakewood Ranch scored first. Sailors just scored a few moments ago. McNeil, fake handoff, little play action again. It is a touchdown on the near corner. Touchdown to Breakstone. Is that Breaks 19, right?
Yes, it is.
Isaiah Breakstone making the catch. And the Sailors take the lead.
Beautiful play, utilizing that tight end. Clancy earlier this season has caught up a touchdown out of the two tight end formation. This time it's Breakstone. He was well covered, but a beautiful pass by McNeil, lofting it over the defender, and give Breakstone a lot of credit, bringing down that catch in traffic.
Second touchdown pass of the game before the extra point. We get some flags. And another beautiful thrown ball off the play action for the Sailors. It's going to be against Lakewood Ranch. And the Sailors score again quickly. Just a minute and 20 on that drive as they go 54 yards. And try and go ahead by 7 right now on the extra point try. Kick is up. And it is good. And with 1:14 remaining in the first quarter, the Sailors now lead Lakewood Ranch 14-7.
And Doug, the Sailors look like they found their formula for success these last couple games. They're getting some nice yardage with Austin as their primary running back. But McNeil sprinkling in the passes along with it. And they're getting the ball to their big play receivers, especially Bain, obviously. But give Breakstone a lot of credit. That was a great catch in the corner right inside the pylon with a defender hanging on him. And give McNeil a lot of credit. Beautiful pass, just lofting it over the defender, giving Breakstone an opportunity to go up and haul it in. Excellent play there by the Sailors. They didn't waste any time getting that shortened field drive into the end zone, 54 yards. And just like that, the Sailors, they've come back from being down 7-0 early, showing that life that we thought was missing on that first drive of the Ranch to take a 14-7 lead.
And now the kickoff. Again, a short kick. And it'll be fair caught at the about the 28-yard line of Lakewood Ranch. So they've kind of been, Sarasota been content to just kind of kick it over that part of the field. And Lakewood Ranch has been content to just fair catch it over there. And that's where the Ranch will start, 1st and 10.
Well, they probably saw what happened to Palmetto, as I mentioned earlier last week. They didn't field it properly, and Sarasota was able to recover it. That's a live ball once it goes 10 yards. So the smart thing to do if it isn't your top returner is to make the fair catch and take it right there.
Two wide out split to the near side, one to the far side. Rex hands it off. Jeffcoat And Jeff Coate gets out to the 30-yard line. Short pickup of about 2 yards on the first down carry. And it'll be a 2nd down and 8 for the Ranch. Again, operating with the no huddle. Calling the play at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield right now. Rex, again, hands it off. No, he's going to keep it. And he's going to run with it himself. Gets to the 35, to the 40 on the near side, to the 45, to midfield. And that's where he's dragged out of bounds. Good run by the quarterback, Rex, who's already run for a touchdown tonight. And he picked up some good yardage there for a first down.
19-yard gain by the quarterback, Rex, on the scramble. Gets it all the way out to midfield. So only 2 plays. The Ranch has got it in great field position. Now let's see if they go back to some of that passing game that worked so well for them in that initial drive.
And no huddle. Keep that Sarasota defense off balance. Now we get an official timeout here. Not quite sure what it was. Looks like the sticks are in place. The ball was in place. But the official prevented the play from being snapped. So gave the Sailors a bit of a break there. Now we're set to resume. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Near side hash mark. Split backfield again. 2 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Rex. And as he hands it off, the running back is smothered. That was Brandon Luckett paying the price there. And the tackle made by David Anderson. And he didn't get a chance to even grab the ball before Anderson smothered him.
They tried to run a delay, and Anderson was there about ready to take the handoff, Doug. Throw him for a big loss here on first down, setting up a 2nd and long situation for the Mustangs.
5-yard loss back to the Ranch 45-yard line. Already snapped. Jeff Coate, fake handoff to him. Throw to the far side. It is complete to Chris Piercy. Piercy takes it up across the 45-yard line of the Sailors. Pushed out of bounds on the far side of the field. Let's see where they spot this. Actually, they're going to say he went out a little bit closer to the 45-yard line. Well, they're going to mark that the 46, so not as big a gain as it looked like it was going to be. 3rd down and 7 now, let's call it, for the Ranch. Already set to call the play here. Chad Rex in the gun. Now he steps up, looks over at his coach again. Just 7 seconds left in the first quarter here. Rex, and he tries to hand it off on the option play, and he is dragged down back at his 45-yard line. And that was Wiki Sanan getting in there quickly to sack the quarterback.
Great penetration that time from the corner. They were trying to look like run a fake and allow Rex to set up and pass it. But Sanan was in there again, almost on the handoff or on the fake. And Rex had nowhere to go with it, thrown for the big loss. And it's going to set up a 4th down punting situation for the Sailors here at the end of the first quarter. Punting situation for the Ranch, as the Sailors are going to get the ball back as at the end of the first quarter, and they're going to change field position here.
Yep, clock ran out on that sack, so they will just kind of walk a couple of yards to change ends, and it'll be 4th down and 13 for Lakewood Ranch. Chad Rex will now stand at his own 32-yard line. Sean Bain for the Sailors, backing up to his own 23. Got a good return last time on the punt. See what he can do here if he gets a chance to return it. And Rex gets the snap. Good snap. Steps up into it. Gets the kick away. And Bain will make the catch. Fair catch. And the Sailors will have it. 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And that's 3 punts in a row for Lakewood Ranch after they came out and moved the ball quickly downfield on their opening drive. So give the Sarasota defense a lot of credit for finding a way to shut down the Mustangs here these last few possessions. Conversely, give the Sailors offense credit for having 2 quick drives of their own to take the lead 14-7 as we start here early in the second quarter. Let's see if they can put a long drive together here as they're inside their own 25 to start this drive.
Sailors now moving from left to right at their own 24-yard line. Single wide out to either side. McNeil hands it off to Austin. Little stutter step as he tries to go up the left side. Finds some room over there. Gets across the 35 to the 35-yard line and pushed out of bounds across the 35. I believe he picked up the first down. Let's see where he went out of bounds. Looks like he got it. For a second there, looked like he was going to be brought down for just a short game, but turned on the jets there, and he did pick up the first down out to the 35-yard line. Good run there by Austin.
Nice 11-yard gain, moving the chains on the first play. That's the way to get this drive started for the Sarasota.
And Sailors quickly up to the line of scrimmage. McNeil behind center, I formation. Single wideout split to the near side. Handoff. McNeil to Austin. And Austin takes it up the middle near the 40-yard line. About a 4-yard pickup.
Got to give Austin a lot of credit. He's not a big guy, but he runs it inside and outside. He's got nice quickness off tackle, but he also has good power inside, able to get a quick 4 yards there straight ahead, setting up a second down situation just inside their own 40-yard line for the Sailors.
Just underway, second quarter, 11 minutes left in the half. Sailors with the 14-7 lead. 2 touchdown passes by McNeil, giving Sarasota the lead here. McNeil now drops back, a little screen set up there. It is caught by Austin at the 40, down the far sideline to the 45, and pushed out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. Should be good enough for another first down.
It looked like it was well defensed by Lakewood Ranch. There were defenders there when Austin received it, but he was able to avoid a couple tacklers and pick up a nice gain to move the chains once again, getting it out over the 45-yard line. First down for the Sailors as they near midfield.
One of the Sailor players shaken up on that play on the field right now as the trainers take a look. Get a number for you in a second. Might have been one of the lead blockers there for Austin off that reception. So they're taking a look at him. Reminder, all of our games are available, and we know a lot of you folks have been watching a lot of them again, listening to them on our YouTube broadcast, so you can check that out every week. And also on iTunes. And our post-game press box show, we post that every week on YouTube as well as MaxPreps.com. So thank you all for tuning in to that. We'll do that one at the conclusion of tonight's game.
It's always fun to think about the game and come up with a little summary and analysis. And
yeah, we preview the next week's game as well. So we'll be talking a little bit about the Sarasota Riverview game coming up next week. Riverview, a good opportunity this year, good season for Todd Johnson, kind of getting that program back on track. Got a bit off to a rough start the first few years of his tenure, but they're on a good opportunity now to play some postseason football.
That's right. They're 5-2. They're playing tonight for their playoff lives as well. They're battling St. Petersburg. The winner of that game will be the second seed out of the district. Manatee's already clinched the district in 8A, having beat both St. Petersburg and Riverview, but the Rams at 5-2 looking to make the playoffs for the first time, I think, in Todd Johnson's third year of coaching.
And that player for Sarasota, that is 55, right, Ed? Martin Salazar being helped off.
That's what it looks like, 55.
So walking off on both feet, but being helped a bit. So hopefully just a case of wind knocked out of him. But we'll see if he can come back in the ball game.
Well, he's a big part of that offensive front in the middle of that offensive line, and they're going to miss him if he's not able to come back, no doubt about that.
Meanwhile, Sailors pick up the first down. First and 10 at their own 46-yard line. 10:45 remaining in the first half. Sailors with the 14-7 lead here tonight. Remember, Sarasota wins, they win the district. They lose, though, they have no chance to come in second, so they must win tonight to make the postseason. McNeil hands off to Austin, hops over the defender there and gets out near midfield. Then he's pushed back. See where they give him forward